being that I've been able to get one of the best brains, to sit at the various helms of affair to man these places and to ensure that things get better. I mean, the move by the president, or by the government rather, through the minister for agriculture right there, is one that should also be lauded. I mean, it may come late, like I said from the very start. It may come a bit late, but then it doesn't take out the fact that it is a step in the right direction. But then it is always about. It's not really about. It is always about the issue of how these would be injected into space, what impact it will make or it will have on the people, and would it indeed get to the vulnerable of the society? And that has always been the question, to ask right there. But I've seen a message right here, and this one via the WhatsApp portal number saying, this is coming from Abbas, reporting all the way from Duce. And Abbas is saying that is raising a point of correction right there, saying that Ukraine is not war torn, right? Okay, that the war going on in Ukraine is a territorial dispute between her and our neighbor, Russia. So it's not in any way prevented her from carrying out her economic agricultural activity as related to her being the largest producer of wealth to the entire world. Well, Abbas, that could also be relative, what you say. When you say war-torn, whether you're having that war with a neighbor or not, we've seen the devastation that, came down to Ukraine. We've also seen Ukraine try to fight back. We've seen how Ukraine had to seek the help of international community to help in combating, Russia, which you call, of course, which we know to be Ukraine's neighbor and former, Soviet Union, country state right there. But then war-torn is war-torn. It's just what it is. I know that some quarters may not really be, pleased, with such, statement, but it's the reality. When you say it's war-torn, it is just war-torn, right? And if in the midst of that, they're still able to grapple, with fending for the citizenry, maybe we need to also go learn from them. How do they do this? How do they do this so much that they have excess to want to give, to Nigeria right there, and which is laudable. Nobody's saying it's terrible, but many are seeing it as being incredible. While the presidential aspirant for the Labour Party, in the already held elections in the person of Peter Obi has said it is disheartening that could even be the case with Nigeria, which has 60% of over 60% of arable land uncultivated, and yet Ukraine has been able to cultivate 60% of their own land into productive use, even in the face of the security or situation in that country right there. But we see this one right here. It says, this one says, it's coming from Alamin from Gwarimpa, says, Mr. Udrak, we must understand that our idea of how a government should run is not how it is. Our individual ideas on governance is far from reality, and the job is always easy until you're the one doing it. I've been waiting for advocates the president should not travel to look for investors. To give me one country that its political leadership is not wooing investors. The same Nigerians that do not pay their taxes, but want a working country, are telling the president not to woo investors. I guess money for development will fall from the sky. Until the state governors wake up to their responsibilities and everyone holds their governors to accountable, we will continue on this lamentation rhetorics. All right, Alamin right there, very straight with what he has to say. Well, we've got, this one too, and we might just as well take it very quickly.
This is your speaking.
Good morning to you.
Listeners. God bless us all. Coming up on today's program, there's been an interesting one, and also an interesting week ahead. Everything is going. It's not going well in Nigeria. Let's just be truthful to ourselves. Mr. President going to Qatar, saying some words that we shouldn't be throwing out there about Brad and Co. And we all knew what happened during the last election. We all knew how he got into power. That's aside. I just want to ask some callers will come here and be lying, telling us saying all those things in our own eyes. This going to die. Let me say the thing. And I don't even know the word to use to describe them. I keep asking, can someone tell me one thing this government has done, like I've said, like they have implemented? Just one. We also the looting or how people were rushing to those food stores and attacking some trucks carrying food. This is just to show you how ugly Nigeria is.
Well, then, thank you so much right there for that one. But then this is so much we can take. I would have loved to go further, but I want to say a big thank you to you. I mean, your voices are indeed very, very particular, very, very intentional. And I am saying that we would indeed come out of the woods, in all of this. I mean, the hardship is the hardship. Countries face hardships here and there, but it will not consume us. And until tomorrow, as I would be leaving the studio so that Martha would get in, to also get on a show with you. Keeping in mind the fact that the business news will be coming right up in a short bit. My name is Udwak Daniel. Enjoy the rest of your day and be patriotic as well.